Hi, it's Daryl again. Took a drive to have a look at the transmission gully because it's almost sort of done. And this is that was at the Paikakariki end. And this is at the Battle Hill Park. So there's a farm park, and you can take a walk across the farm park. And this is where the motorway goes. This is near Paraparaumu, so just north of Whitby. So halfway between kind of Lower Hutt and Porirua, a little bit north. Um, yeah, so there's the road there. It goes through this bit in the country. It's going to be a pretty drive past the forest and past the farms. Uh, the road's all sealed. It's just got grey chip seal on the top. They haven't painted the lines on this bit yet. I talked to a guy who was working on it, and he said that most of the road is basically just ready to go. They are doing tidy ups of stuff. He was just digging some stuff around and sorting some stuff out, just making it look tidy. Um, yeah, these are just I just stood at the top of the hill for 5 minutes and took a few clips of this video. Um, there's these little radar pods. See the white thing on a post in this view here? These are little radars. So this is going to be kind of like a smart highway thing, where there's going to be these radar pods that are monitoring traffic movement along the whole length of the highway. I guess it's about 25 k's from south of Paraparaumu near Paikakariki to Porirua, I guess. And there's the whole thing is monitored. There's video cameras and stuff along there as well. All of the motorways are monitored by. In Tawa, there's a traffic control centre where they have a lot of big computer screens, big giant TV screens up on the wall, and got half a dozen people or some number, half a dozen plus or minus four, looking at the motorway traffic on all the main motorways, looking for things that are causing snarl ups and adjusting the speeds and sending out police to help people or that kind of thing. So at this bit, I just had a walk. So in the farm park, you can take a walk over to the forest on the other side of the motorway there, and you can walk through that tunnel. Yeah. So I just looked at this. I was looking at the equipment that they'd put in to prevent runoff. So when they were building all of this, it was really important that they didn't ruin the waterways. There's quite a lot of I guess some aquatic life living in those creeks. They don't want the mud to run into the creeks and kill the eels, and I think there might actually be some freshwater shellfish and freshwater crayfish, that kind of thing. Not sure if freshwater shellfish live in this area, but they could do. Um, yeah, so they saw these black bits of plastic and the straw and hay that's on these bits of land. It's all to prevent runoff. They don't want what is it called? I think it's called turbidity. I can't remember. There's the clarity of the water when it's clogged up with fine dust particles. It's not good for the aquatic life. Just smothers everything. These are just some views towards Pararoa, towards Whitby. So seems to be some. It looks like there's an on-ramp and off-ramp there. I'm not sure what that's about. I think those are places where the police will sit and catch speeders. But there's a power transformer down there. There's power lines and communication lines all the way along this motorway that are carrying services, but also carrying services for the motorway, but possibly actually they might have fibre optics along there for broadband. These are some sheep because the farm park is a place where you can take kids and go and have a look at the sheep and the lambs and stuff like that. So that's a view of the road heading towards Pawatahanui. What else have we got here? Oh yeah, so this is Pawatahanui Inlet. So behind me is the movie theatre and the petrol station and the cafe. And this is the roundabout. If you go to the right here, you go to Whitby, go left under the motorway, and to the left you go to Lower Hutt and Upper Hutt. So if you're driving on Transmission Gully from the north, you'll be coming in on the left-hand side of this bridge up here. So the bridge spans across the valley to keep the altitude high, because apparently the whole road's made with maximum 8% grade, which allows the operating speed to be at 100 kilometers per hour on the motorway. So this motorway here is quite high. Another thing is this motorway is all inland, so this is the bit that comes sort of the closest to sea level as well, and so the motorway itself is well above sea level, which means that if you have a tidal surge and a big storm, or if global warming causes sea level rises, this motorway will be protected. One of the problems with the old State Highway 1 is a big section of it is right along the waterfront between Paikokariki and Porirua Bay, and it's only about 1.5 meters or 2 meters above sea level on chunks of that. And the problem is at high tides and in big storms, you get seawater splashing onto the old State Highway 1. It's just this is a view looking, so behind the hill is Whitby. So, and this is, if you were going the direction that truck's moving, you'd be going north towards Paraparaumu. So that truck's going to Paraparaumu. I'm always just interested in seeing what's floating around on the ground. There's a lot of stuff still scattered around here, so they're still tidying things up. Of course, everything got delayed for very, very many reasons why everything's been delayed in the last few years. So that's sort of going to be maybe a roundabout type intersection. So these were built, they made these into roundabouts and then they turned them back into other intersections. Now it looks like they're turning them back into roundabouts. I don't know. That's where your taxpayer money's being well spent, I guess. There was just a massive amount of traffic actually going up and down the road. People, sorting stuff out. Where are we here? Yeah, so this is just on the eastern side of Transmission Gully, just near where that other video was taken. So my point here was I was going to drive back through under the highway so you can have a look. So Transmission Gully on the left there. Let's have a look. It's got to be so gripping. There's an old historical church up there. There you go. There's something for you to think about. Got the digger guy there. Just paused there for a minute because didn't want to get bold. And then we're back on. So we're heading under Transmission Gully here. So heading west towards Whitby. So there's that roundabout. So that on-ramp and off-ramp's got a roundabout, got this sort of dog bone shaped bit of road. Looks like there's 2 lanes under here. This would have been a much better kind of intersection than they should have built on the Kapiti Expressway, Kapiti Road intersection, which is just totally buried in traffic lights. On the left-hand side coming up here is the big asphalting plant. See the orange thing? This video is just a little bit blurry. It's obviously focused on the reflection on the windscreen, sadly. So the big asphalting plant's just on the left there, where they've been making all the asphalt. And if you go this way, you'll end up at Pāwatahanui if you go straight ahead, and if you turn left here, as I do, then you go towards Whitby. So there's just all these roundabouts around this area, which got the intersections between the whole things. Okay, and now I've jumped, so now I'm over by Porirua. So I'm just, Porirua's on the right-hand side, and this is the expressway that you take. That flyover is if you're going directly from Porirua onto Transmission Gully to head north. And this one up here is if you're coming from Wellington City, this is the flyover that you go from Wellington City up over this flyover and to the left-hand side, and that gets you to head north on the new Transmission Gully Road. So this is like 10 k's away from where the previous parts of the video were. The motorway here, of course, it's I've been working on it a lot there, and there are 8 lanes wide. I think here, I guess there's two lanes of on ramp, 2 lanes of normal road. So you can see that there's still some bits there they haven't quite finished, but you can sort of see how quite a lot. So those 2 lanes over on the left there are the merging ramps, merging you from Transmission Gully to head in towards Wellington City. So if we keep driving this way, we'll end up at Wellington City. It was a little bit, the road's a bit rough because it's been so much work done on it. And there's some cuts. They made some cuts and bridges here to make this road a lot flatter through this area, which actually makes it a lot safer. So if you keep heading this way, you'll end up at the southern end of Tawa or Johnsonville, or keep going on this highway, end up going down Noringa Gorge. Okay, I turned around and heading north again, so this is going to go past the on-ramps again. And again, the camera seemed to focus on the wrong thing. I don't know. Gotta take a little bit more control of this focus on this camera. Yeah, so the this beam across the road there, I guess that's where the signs and stuff are going to be put up. And if you take this left here, that will get you on the on-ramp to go along Transmission Gully and head towards Paraparaumu. And it's, it will hopefully open in the next month or two, and then you go up over that flyover there, and that gets you on the Transmission Gully Road. And then this next flyover you can see just coming into view now, that's the one that connects Porirua to Transmission Gully as well. So there's a roundabout, I think, up above. So those 2 flyovers go up above, and then on the right hand side there's a kind of a roundabout up there at the end of Transmission Gully that allows you to take either of these off ramps. Paraparaumu Hospital's on the left hand side over the other side of the railway tracks, which are left of the motorway here. Anyway, hope that kind of gives you some sort of view of the situation. In the next clip, I go over to Porirua, so keep going along this road, then take the off-ramp to the left, past McDonald's, and you get onto the road. So see there on the left-hand side, that's the on-ramp, that's that flyover that I just drove under, and that's the one that goes up on top of the hill to connect onto Transmission Gully. This roundabout here is the Paraparaumu Hospital roundabout, which is near, there's a government or research organisation called ESR that's just around here as well. I think there's a bowling alley just under here. There's that road before the orange road codes to the left there. That's sort of a flyover, and you can drive under it from just around the corner here as well. So they're making a lot of complicated bits of road connecting everything together. So anyway, hope that's good. Anyway, that's just what I saw, just trying to have a drive around and work out where everything is around Transmission Gully for people that are very interested in running projects. Hope you enjoyed this video. Another thing is go to the farm park if you want to take your kids to go and see some sheep or whatever. I don't know if they do school trips there. There's also a campground at the Battle Hill Farm Park as well. So these video clips, these are just the lambs that are there, and you can see that there's people beyond here just having a picnic and a barbecue directly in the sheep paddock, but it's kind of cute thing for kids to go and take a look at. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Oh yeah, here's another thing. So the gates in the farm park, they have these levers, and they're actually made so that you can open and close the gate from when you're riding horse. So you can see that these people are going out for a horse ride through the farm park, and they can use the levers to open and close the gates. I thought that was a pretty cool invention. And then just to complete the video, there's just a few still images there. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care and have a good week.